So let me make one thing very clear. He did not convert me to veganism. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. It all depends when and where you are tuning in from. Obviously, it is morning time where we're at. We are having breakfast this morning, guys. I actually made tofu scramble, toast, sausage, potatoes. You're eating like a king right now.
Of course.
Sheesh, I treat you good.
She do.
So, guys, today we will be talking about our vegan story, more so my vegan story, but he could talk about his vegan
Basically
story
how
as
I
well.
converted her to veganism. Yeah, come on. I know
He
y'all wanted
swears.
to know what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's here. So
So
just
let me
tune
make
in.
one thing very clear. He did not convert me to veganism. Thank you very much.
All right, family. Good morning. Y'all already see we busting down the food. It's about to be done. Damn, babe, you killing that.
I was hungry. Damn.
So this is my vegan story, right? So I've been a vegetarian slash vegan for the last 17 years. Been a great journey. I learned a lot. And you know, of course, so many health benefits. But this is how it actually started. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't any ethical reasons, as in I'm an animal activist or anything of that nature. It was just more so a bet, right? So it was actually my aunt, and I have a twin brother as well. And at the time, we would basically bet to do it for a month, right? And I'm like, that's easy, you know, to do it for a month. Now, when we did it for a month, at that time, I actually had a skin disease, right? Eczema. And it was bad. Like, I had it all, like, here, like, around our necks. Like, the skin was terrible. Like, you know, when you're in middle school and you just like, what's that? So it was looking crazy. At the time, of course, going to the doctor, they're trying to give us like ointments and stuff like that that's just not working at all, right? And we did the actually veganism for a month, right? And it literally just cleared up my skin. I'm telling you, that glow, that melanin, it was crazy, like how we were looking. And to literally go back to the doctor and like, yo, we didn't need none of that stuff, right? So at the time, it was just a change of diet. Now, coming from a Jamaican household, you know, you're eating curry goat, jerk chicken, oxtail, right? Like all those things, sawfish and ackee, and all those things, ackee and sawfish, like literally, you know, you eat good. But in all, you know, honesty, at the time, you know, because of how we were eating, that contribute to, you know, just our skin, right? And that was just the real of it. So because of that, we made the decision to, you know, just stay vegetarians and vegans. And I'm telling you, at first it was hard.
You were so young.
Yeah, and to a point where like my aunt was like, yo, we not having two pots here, so we had to learn how to cook our own food at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hard at first, but I'm happy I did it because it literally changed my life. You know, I met so many different type of people because of this lifestyle. And I learned a lot about myself. I learned about a lot about health, which we're gonna give y'all so much value, right? Not only from a health conscious perspective, not only from a financial perspective, but like we're gonna give you so much value, and it's just literally from experience. So, you know, this journey so far been a beautiful experience for me. That was kind of like the short version of the story.
All right, guys, so my story. So I am a very new vegan. When I met him, I was not a vegan at all. I would eat everything. Like, I like to think of myself as very healthy before I met him because I was going to the gym. I was, eating chicken breasts and, rice and sweet potato and things that people would normally consider healthy, right? But just because something is healthy doesn't mean that it's good for your body, right? I used to be a personal trainer before, so in my mind, grilled chicken and vegetables was everything. You can ask him, like, that's all I used to eat, right? Because I was like, I want to stay in shape. I used to drink a gallon of water, eat my grilled chicken, my vegetables, my oatmeal in the morning. And I was like, this is what I'm supposed to eat to have a banging body and to be healthy. So I'm going to eat this. And I always contributed to vegan diets, to very high carb diets, which they are. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I was always taught that low carb was the way to go in order to be fit. So when he started with this whole vegan thing, I was like, oh no, I cannot be vegan. I'm going to gain all this weight. It's not going to work for me. But then I also started noticing that chicken, every time I ate chicken, I would be very bloated, right? And I couldn't understand why, but I was just like, you know what? This is just my body, my digestive system never really worked ever since I was a little girl. So I just brushed it off. But I didn't really feel good when I would eat the chicken. Like my body did not digest it properly. And instead of listening to my body, because it was quote unquote healthy, I just kept eating it. Until I met him, and then he started talking to me about this veganism stuff and how, it made his skin clear up. And I was like, you know what? Like, maybe I should stop eating this chicken because it's not making my stomach feel good. So I did it at first, and then it only lasted for 2 months the first time I did it. Maybe 1 month. First time I did it, it lasted for 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. Fine. It was 2 weeks. And then, chicken smells good. I smelled chicken. I wanted it. So I ate the chicken, right? So that's what happened with that. That was the first time. Guys, it is not easy, right? It is very hard. But then the second time around I did it was because I actually got really sick. So once I got really sick, I noticed that my immune system just wasn't working as good as it should be. We both got sick at the same time. He was sick for 1 day and he was over it. I was sick for a whole week. And I was like, okay, what is it that you're eating? Because I believe that food is medicine, right? Anything that you put into your body can literally kill you or cure you, right? So he was eating a lot of plants. And I always knew that plants were good for you. So I was like, all right, maybe I need to try this vegan thing again. But this time it was more because of health reasons, right? It was because I was like, I want to be healthy. I don't want to be catching these colds every 2 seconds and not being able to recover as quickly. So that's why I did it. So I also had GERD. And if you don't know what GERD is basically gastrointestinal issues. So the GERD was really bad to a point that I was like, all right, I really need to cure up, my eating habits, fix up my eating habits and eliminate some stuff. So with that, chicken left because it wasn't making me feel good, right? I had to eliminate coffee, guys. I was addicted to coffee. It was the hardest thing in life for me to give up, right? So I gave that up. Any spicy foods, things of that nature, basically all the good things in the world, right? But I started noticing how I started to feel better. I'm not gonna lie, first 2 weeks were super hard. Third week in, I was like, okay, I'm feeling a lot better. I didn't even miss chicken that much because we ate a lot of tofu and he introduced me to a lot of substitute meats in the beginning. So, I was like, okay, this tastes good. I can do this. And now, guys, I feel like I have so much more energy. I don't even, like I said, miss the chicken. And on a relationship level, like he said before, I don't have to cook 2 pots, right? I cook 1 meal for the both of us. And guys, being vegan, my bloating went away. So let's talk about weight loss for a second, right? I used to feel pregnant all the time because I was super bloated in my outfits because of the meat that I would eat, right? So now, stop it. All that bloating has gone away. My stomach feels so flat. I just feel good. I feel energized. even in the clothes that I wear, right? And every woman knows that, you know, if she feels good, you know what I mean, that changes everything. Just in the way that you carry yourself, your confidence levels go through the roof. So
Of course.
I felt so much better, and he even noticed that too.
And family, it's this simple. I don't know if y'all ever heard this quote, right? You are what you eat, right? And your body is your temple, right? So you have to treat it like that. So the things that you put in your body, right? Be conscious of it, right? Don't get me wrong. For people that do eat meat, I always tell them eat it in moderation. You don't have to eat it every single day, right? You know, we're not gonna get in detailed pros and cons, right? Because I believe in choice, and you have to live your life how you see fit. And that's one thing that you have power of. You have power of choice, right? So I would always believe that. But you know, she got converted.
You did not convert me. Like, I already told you, you did not. I did it because of health reasons. Lord have mercy. Did you have an influence on me? 1,000%. Did you teach me better ways to eat, more tasty ways to eat? 1,000%. Right? So you had a huge
honestly,
influence.
She really elevated the meals as well, because like,
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna lie, she put that adobo on it. Right? When she put that adobo, it was different. Like, because you know, coming from a Jamaican household, we don't use adobo like that, right? We got all the different spices, but like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, when she threw that little, you know what I mean? It was
Babe,
like,
you used to eat like the same thing every day
she used to
until
just,
you met me.
first of all, she used to eat the same thing, but you're right. You're right. She be switching it up, and she's so creative, and it's crazy. She could watch a video one time, and then she go make it, and it's like, yo, that is so good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start doing a little tutorials, how to.
Yeah, comment below if you guys want to see more vegan videos or like food recipes or what we eat in a day, that type of thing. Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, man, cause she be throwing down. She be putting her pinky toe, and I don't know what she be doing with
You
it.
a
Like,
mess.
she be, y'all don't understand it, yo. My taste buds, it be different, y'all. I got the dewy on right now.
Are you done?
I'm comfortable. Nah, babe, that food's man good. Just
All right. So for anyone thinking about transitioning to a vegan diet, here are some things, some tips that helped me, and I feel that can help you as well. So number one, do your research. Guys, I cannot stress enough how much research I did before I even went into this diet, because it was literally changing my life, right? And not only that, but you would be surprised at how many hidden ingredients food actually have. So not only do your research, but get familiar with the ingredients in different products so that you know what you can and what you cannot eat.
all right. So number two, become a vegetarian. Don't go straight into the veganism. Don't go straight into becoming a vegan. You might only last like 2 weeks. Like,
Sheesh, can I live?
but definitely don't go straight into it. Family, for me, it was easy to go vegetarian first. And let me just explain the difference between a vegetarian and a vegan. So a vegetarian, you can eat animal products like, milk, dairy, cheese, etc., right? Eggs. Now, as a vegan, you can't, right? So when you're a vegan, you can't have, traditional ice cream that has milk in it. Come on, y'all. Growing up, cookies and cream? Cookie dough?
That was the hardest thing for me.
Man, that was so hard for me to give up at first. Like, I gave up the meat, got that out the window, but for some reason, it took me so long to just give up cookies and cream. Like, if you know me, yo, I used to love it. Now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Back in the day, those vegan ice creams was garbage.
Trash.
It was trash. Like, I'm telling you, nowadays, y'all so lucky nowadays because they started to elevate. It started to taste better. But back in the day, those vegan drinks was, I couldn't even stand. That's why it took me so long to give it up. So probably becoming a vegetarian first is gonna work out for y'all. And that's my tip number 2.
Tip number 3, eliminate dairy. This one was actually really easy for me because I was already drinking almond milk. So regular milk wasn't even a thing. But like he said, the ice cream, that was hard, right? But once you eliminate dairy, you're going to see how it'll become a little bit more easy for you. So eliminating dairy might be big for a lot of people, especially because people like yogurt, like cheese, right? But you'll be surprised at how many vegan alternatives are out there. We've recently found some amazing vegan cheeses, and now that's like a staple in our household. So definitely eliminate dairy, but try to find replacement items. And with that being said, we're gonna go into number 4 because he can just piggyback on that one a little bit.
All right, so number 4, family, right? You want to find a way to replace your favorite meals. So what is your favorite food? I love mac and cheese. I love tacos. So all you have to do is find a replacement for that. So they have so many vegan substitutes. You can use tofu, right? You can even use veggies, right? It's so many different things that you can do to replace those favorite foods that you always eat every single day. Like literally to a point, we reconstruct how Wanda ate. Because she used to just eat chicken and broccoli and veggies, right?
Now I'm out here eating tofu tacos.
Tofu tacos. Like,
and it's like one of our favorite meals.
And it really hits though. Like, I'm telling y'all, them drinks hit.
It's because I made it, babe.
Nah, of course. I already know, right? I be making it sometimes too. I be throwing down too.
Who taught you how to season the tofu?
Alright, now she playing me. She trying to play.
Who taught
I'm
you?
Jamaican. Alright, so like I said before, she did introduce us to the adobo. I wasn't.
But it was
using
more
that.
than just adobo.
It was an adobo,
Babe.
That's it. That was
Babe,
it.
I don't know how you used to cook before, but I introduced flavor into your life.
Yo, y'all, I'm Jamaican. We know how to do it. Y'all already know.
All right.
Y'all already know. Stop playing. But yeah, that's number 4, family. Just find a way to replace it. It's so much stuff. And like I said, nowadays, you have so many alternatives nowadays. When I first started, it wasn't half of the stuff that's out right now that actually tastes good. That was my main thing. I love eating healthy, but I want my food to taste good too. I want my taste buds to be jumping, hollering, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's number 4.
Number 5, don't be hard on yourself. Have patience with yourself. For most of us, well, I'm talking about myself especially, you have X amount of years eating the way that you did, right? So it's gonna take some time for you to transition into that, right? I had 28 years eating the way that I did, so it wasn't an overnight thing, right? You will slip up, you will have some mistakes, you will smell chicken and be like, sheesh, I want some chicken, right? But you know what? Don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay. If you slip up, just remember, do better next time.
And this is coming from somebody that been in the game for 17 years, going on to 18 years, right? We about to get 2 decades soon. Like, definitely don't be hard on yourself. It's a mental thing. It's gonna take time. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when you are able to conquer yourself and really be disciplined with this lifestyle, it's just gonna elevate you and just open you up in so many different ways you would never even realize. So.
And there's so many great benefits that come from it, right? He already spoke about clear skin, right? My bloating was gone. There's weight loss involved as well. Better energy levels, doing better for the environment. If you're someone who loves the animals, you're more conscious of that as well. Like, there's so many benefits that come from this lifestyle. And I didn't even do it to like jump on the bandwagon because there's been a trend, the whole vegan trend, but it wasn't even about that, right? It was, like I said, for health reasons, but the benefits far outweigh what I went into it originally, and I'm just so thankful for that. And I'm thankful for you, babe. I'm thankful for you.
I'm happy. And family, just do it for yourself. Don't do it for anyone else. You got this. And again, we're here to help you.
And as we always say, family,
stay elevated, stay meditated,
stay lituated.
because you are a light.
And you have to shine on them.
And family, if y'all love our content, make sure y'all like, comment, and press that subscribe button right now.
Until next time, family. Peace.
I love